This powerful and emotionally charged courtroom moment captures the sentencing of Michelle Davis, a woman facing serious felony theft charges after being accused of taking $7,200 from her former employer. What begins as a straightforward legal proceeding quickly unfolds into a deeply human story filled with hardship, desperation, and tough consequences. As the details emerge, the case highlights not just the crime itself, but the personal struggles behind it, painting a picture of a woman battling overwhelming life pressures while making a decision that would ultimately bring her before the court. The tension rises as the judge carefully listens to both the evidence and Davis's emotional explanation, creating a gripping atmosphere where every word carries weight. This is not just about guilt or innocence, it's about accountability, circumstance, and the reality of how one moment can alter the course of someone's life forever.
2023 CR 8542, State of Texas versus Michelle Davis. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Michelle Barber for the state.
Defense.
Jose Rocha for Michelle Davis, and we're ready, Your Honor.
All right, and are you Miss Davis? Counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you review it with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Davis, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
State.
Okay.
That's our understanding here. Yes.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand, in count 2, you're charged with the offense of theft, 2,500, but less than $30,000?
Yes.
All right. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days and up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
All right. Did you understand you have a right to jury trial?
Yes,
A
ma'am.
right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in, the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, Your Honor.
Excuse me, 1 moment. Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Davis, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 2. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution of $7,200 to Monticello Custom Homes LP. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the
Yes,
plea?
Your Honor.
State, is that the plea? Did you review the document entitled Waiver of Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. Did you understand that's a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow that recommendation?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to count 2 in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Mm.
I'm sorry?
Guilty.
State, any evidence?
Proper states exhibit 1 and its attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
Right. Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we have reached an agreement on this case, Your Honor. My client, after reviewing all the facts, decided that she would want to move forward with a plea. She understands what's at stake here, and I know that she's going to be successful in completing this deferred adjudication, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any children?
Adults,
All right. Are you employed?
I can't work. I'm disabled.
And what's your disability?
A whole list of them, a bunch of autoimmune disorders, low scoliosis, spinal disorders, undifferentiated connective.
I do have documentation that I was provided by my client regarding that if the court would like.
No, I'm just wondering, when did this disorder occur? Did these disorders occur before or after this offense? Or did they?
Before, I was actually on Social Security for mental disabilities and tried getting off, went to college and tried working, and apparently didn't go so well. And I had undiagnosed autoimmune disorders that were affecting me mentally, bodily, and I had emergency spine surgery actually right after that position. It was affecting my body, and then I just had all sorts of messed up stuff going on, Your Honor.
So are you currently receiving SSI?
I'm working to get there. I also didn't have insurance for a while. And so that's what I'm working towards now, because I've been disabled for a long time. I had a doctor actually during this time frame diagnosed me with one disability and one autoimmune disorder and didn't tell me. And I had autoimmune disorders before that went undiagnosed, and it's been a hayride since then. So I'm getting all of that taken care of now, getting all my X's and crosses off the box so that I can get on disability. My next stop is neurology, and then back to the neurosurgeon, but I'm going to apply now because there's some extenuating circumstances with recently being cheated on, and so I have no income now and all sorts of other fun stuff.
All right. So how do you support yourself?
Working on that now. My mom lives with me and I take care of her. She's a heart transplant recipient, and so that's the income in the house right now.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot going on right now.
Oh, yes, it is a lot. But how are you taking care of your mom?
She's a heart transplant recipient and she's bedridden, and so I change her diaper, feed her, run her on her doctor's appointments and errands as best I can. And my son, who's mentally handicapped, he's got DID, bipolar, and so I keep his friends in his head in check because I'm a psych major. So I help him, and then he helps me around the house and helps with my mom. We kind of have a triangle thing going.
All right. So what I can tell you is people who are on probation in my court, I don't allow them to be home health care providers.
Well, I'm not her physical, technical home health provider, but I mean, I'm her only help, like unofficial help. She lives with me, and I mean, I have to take care of her. She's my mom. I'm her only person. That's why I'm doing this instead of going to trial.
I mean, no, here's the thing. If you want a jury trial, you can. But let me just explain something to you. what I've read in the stipulations is that you admitted to the owners of taking the money.
And I only did that under duress because they locked me in a room and would not. let
Oh,
me
well,
make
here's
a
the thing.
phone
If you
call.
want a jury trial,
I don't, ma'am,
because
I
let me,
don't.
all right, let me explain something to you. Because what I read in the stipulations is money went to Green Dot Bank
And
account.
it's not, it's a Stasha card. I had a bank, a regular bank, which is Techstar Bank. And then I had a stash account, which I actually had, what do you call it? You could even do, sorry, I get brain fog because of all the autoimmune, but it was an actual bank card and I didn't know it was Green Dot or whatever. It's actually owned by another company now, but it's actual a bank.
All right,
And
so here's the thing, Monticello Homes, that organization, the people who work for that organization and own it, they say that $800 was going into TxDOT, whatever card, but it wasn't their card. It wasn't for their employee. It wasn't for anything associated with them. It was associated with you and it was going in your account. Now, if you're telling the court that you did not steal the $800 several times to total $7,200, then we can set it for jury trial. Because what they're saying is,
they're saying I did a whole lot of stuff.
well, let me just tell you, the 4 transactions were done in the same manner. They say on July 19th, 2019, it was for $900. On August 2nd, 2019, it was for $2,000. On August 16th, 2019, it was $1,500. On August 30th, 2019, it was for $2,000. That's what they're saying. And they say those transactions were above what you would have been paid. And they said that it went to your account. And the person who's saying that it went to your account was Gregory Martin, who I guess is their financial person. And when he was looking at the billing, that he noticed discrepancies, and that discrepancy went to you. It went to your account. Now, if you're saying that you didn't steal this, then guess what? We can set it for a jury trial.
I don't trust people enough.
And it says here that you signed a statement saying that you overpaid yourself $7,200 and that you're going to pay it back.
How would you feel if 5 men took you from your office, locked you in the back of an office and wouldn't let you leave, wouldn't let you make a phone call, and wouldn't let you do anything until you signed a paper?
Mm-hmm. Well, what I can tell you is I wasn't there at the time, so I don't know if that occurred or not. What I do know is there's $7,200, and what I'm reading in the stipulations is that $7,200 went to your account.
Right, and I'm saying, this is why I don't want to have a jury. I don't trust the judgment of people.
As the hearing moves deeper, Michelle Davis takes responsibility for her actions but paints a vivid picture of the overwhelming challenges she was facing at the time. She describes living with multiple disabilities while carrying the heavy burden of being the sole, full-time caregiver for her mother, whose fragile health required constant attention. The emotional weight intensifies as she opens up about her son's ongoing mental health struggles, adding another layer of stress to an already difficult situation. She also reveals how her personal life suddenly fell apart after being cheated on, leaving her without financial support or stability, which she claims pushed her into a desperate state of mind. Despite her emotional explanation, the evidence presented tells a clear and undeniable story. The funds in question were directly deposited into her personal accounts. Her claims of working long hours and feeling pressured during her admission of guilt are acknowledged, but they struggle to outweigh the documented facts. The atmosphere grows increasingly tense as her personal hardships collide with the firm reality of the case, creating a powerful moment where emotion and accountability stand face to face, leaving little room for doubt about the seriousness of the situation.
I don't trust that enough people would understand office. I don't trust anything. I don't trust people. I have severe trust issues. This office, that place was a madhouse. They lied about a lot of things. I mean, I don't want to get into.
Oh, no, no, go
I
ahead.
understand.
I know, and that's
You
what
can
I'm
tell me.
saying. I used to have to pay the lawyer there for the legal stuff that that guy in those offices did. I'm saying they made me give my password to Greg, made me leave my laptop there, which is the number one thing you don't do. I'm saying there's a lot of things that went on at that place that I can't account for. There's a lot of stuff in there that can and can't be explained that I could explain, but I don't trust a jury to understand that. People do not think for themselves anymore. People, unless there's a headline news that tells them what to think. I've been around way too many people. I used to have thousands of employees that I used to hire and recruit myself. I'm sorry, I don't trust a jury to make I just don't. And even as the money, I was telling him I used to have to retype everything in. One of the gals, Donna, she used to sit there with me half the time. I was working 90 plus hours a week. I would be there at 3 o'clock in the morning and I wouldn't leave until 10 o'clock at night. And then some longer. I was working the management of that. I ran that whole place. I don't even know what was up or what was down at that time. I'm just saying the reason I'm doing the plea is because I need to be there at home to care for people. And I can't chance anything. I can't take any chances of going to jail or doing anything. I'm taking this plea because I need to be there for my family because they don't have anybody else. My mom has nobody else. My grandma was horrible to my mom. I mean, downright abusive to her. And that's why I took my grandma away. Like, she got sick. I was taking care of my grandma at her house and taking care of my mom at my house. The VA was trying to kill my mom during this fiasco of this last year. I'm just trying to keep things together. And I'm sick myself. I can't even clean my house. My house, when we moved, it's still not even together. I'm sorry, I just can't chance it, and I refuse to chance it. I don't trust people. I just don't. That's why I'm doing this, and I'm so sorry.
No,
I
I mean,
just-
there's no need to apologize to me. I want to hear you because I'm the person who sets conditions and I need to see what's going on.
I'm so sorry for crying. There's a lot of going on. It's been trash for the past year, and none of it's been my fault. It's just been crap, like out of my control. And I've been very emotional, and it's been since I left there, everything just went to crap. I had this surgery and it set off all the autoimmune, and my body has just been crashing. My whole life has been go, 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 eaten up by work and jobs. And now I can't do anything, and it feels like my identity is gone. I don't, and I know they're mad because after I left, they couldn't run anything. And I ran everything for them. They didn't know how to do anything after I left. So I know that they were mad. And I'm sorry about that too.
And Your Honor, we had an opportunity.
Just hearing what's going on here.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, no
My
need to
son-
apologize.
He's a Navy nuke engineer. And he just barely got home this week. And I mean, I was worried about him for so long during all this time too. Like, he was out overseas, and like, I don't know, he just got home today. So I'm so excited for that. I'm stuck here. I'm sorry. So I'm
No.
just like, my husband cheated on me and then took all the money and like promised to help take care of. I'm just, we were almost homeless during this time when my mom kept dying, like almost dying after, like, I can't. I can't take any chances. I have to be there for my mom. She almost died like 3 times in the, like, I've been in 4 different months. No one can take care of her and advocate for her like I can. I mean, it's bad when you have to bypass the VA system just to get her into a better hospital because they're standing there saying colonoscopy, colonoscopy. And I'm like, no, hematology, hematology. And guess what? This hematology she needed. I'm sorry.
No, no need to apologize. I'm just listening, trying to figure out what conditions would be appropriate for you. Is there anything else you wanted to tell me? Now is your time to talk to me.
I really want to give her my list of meds.
All right, the list of medications,
Well,
those will
like,
go to probation.
I mean,
Yeah.
my doctors, I used to see the same doctor way back in 2010 and 2013, and even she was writing me out of work because my body couldn't handle it. That was even before I knew I had anything wrong. My body would work, I would work, and it would get so stressed out. And she would write me out for a week, and then I'd go to work, then it would be 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks. So this has been going on for a long time. And I have those doctor's notes, and then I've got doctor's notes from 2014, 2018, like. So when I went back to her, she recommended that I try medical marijuana because unfortunately with all the conditions I have, like it twitches and Charlie horses and spasms that last for minutes that leave me like unwalkable. My legs give out, my arms start to fling, and as you can see, I get twitches. And so unfortunately, I have tried marijuana, and I know you don't say that in court because that's just not the thing you say, but I'm ashamed of it, but it has helped. So she recommended I go and get a legal license, and she recommended a place, and unfortunately they illegal advertised. They were like, yes, online it's $100. So they did the text thing, and then they said, oh no, it's 250 and 200 and 300 for this. I was like, that's false advertising, I'm not going there, and I gave up on it. So I found another place because she said I really, really need it because the medicine I've out far exceeded the max doses on everything that she can give. And so she told me to do that. So I did that on Friday, and she wrote me a note because I can't do anything. I can't work. I said I can't even clean my house. So we've got that. And then they should try to get all of my diagnosis on here from the different doctors. And I don't know what you can do with me either. I am just, I already feel like crap. So hit me with your worst. I don't know.
So here's my question. How is she paying back First of all,
Because
there's an agreement of, just 1 second. First of all, a part of the plea agreement is $7,200. How are you planning on paying that back?
Because I am going on Social Security soon. I know I'll be able to get that. My family has agreed to help in any way they can. And
All right, and which family members?
I've got family in Houston that's agreed to help. My son that's in the Navy, he might help, but I mean I've got 4 years to figure it out. But like I said, I was on Social Security before, so I know I'll be able to get back on it. And out of the 26 rows of disorders that I have, there's 15 of them that automatically one alone will qualify me for Social Security. So.
All right, I still don't think it's appropriate for her to be I don't understand how she's able to take care of her mother medical appointments. She is telling doctors she's being diagnosed, and she's given the diagnosis herself for her mom. I don't understand how that's taking place. And then
Because
I'm being told that she has all these medical conditions. She's on all of these medications.
That's correct, Your Honor. And
And she's taking care of, I guess, her son as well.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No,
Yes.
no problem.
I have discussed this with District Attorney's Office, and I also discussed this with my client to just get around everything that's going on in her life, in addition to what happened in the underlying case, and how are we going to move forward in the future. So what does happen is some of these medications do control these issues for certain times. And during those times that are being controlled, she is helping out her mother. She's trying to do the best she can with what she has. Now, she is going through a very stressful situation. She does have a mental health diagnosis, several, and right now she's going to the doctor and having some of these issues resolved through medication. Some of them are through therapy, some of them are through self-care. And again, these documents that she was holding earlier, which are related to the miracle marijuana and all the other diagnoses and medications, were for the benefit of the court. And I had share those with the district attorney's office. We did go back and forth to see what would be something that she would be able to do, given the fact that she does have some limitations, Your Honor. And we ask you to take that into consideration as well.
If I may interject, the problem is with autoimmune disorders and connective tissue disorders is overexerting my body, and that's the issue with like working and being outside and doing too much. So the thing is I rest, and my mom's appointments we set up staggering. We don't like, she doesn't have a lot of appointments, and my son also helps. Like I said, he has mental disorders, but he can still help me like get her to the car, or roll her out, or help me get her into the wheelchair thing. And she stands for me to change her, so all I have to do is wipe her and pull her diaper up. So those few things are not as exerting as going to work and working. And the problem with working is I have nerve damage and stuff that, and I can't keep my hands up above, and I can't type anymore. I can't I have my arms up above my head. There's a lot of disabilities, things that impede and that sort of thing. It's overexertion with autoimmune and nerve damage. Taking care of my mother is a completely different situation than what you're talking about, full-time caring for someone. Like, I used to be a CNA, and that's completely different. I understand what you're saying, caring for a full-fledged person that is completely laying in a bed and has to be cared for 24/7, like you were a CNA in a nursing home. That is not the case with my mom.
My concern is I don't have anybody who's on probation in this court acting as a healthcare provider. Now, what do I mean by that? One of the things I mean by that is people will just have their relatives who are getting their SSI, and guess what? They go live with them, and they get to receive money from being with them and taking care of them, or either they're living off that person's SSI, and that's not right.
No, that's not the case. She's been living with me. It's only just now that the circumstances have changed, and that's only due to love we have.
Going through the divorce, Your Honor. And I was appointed by this court as she was, she qualified as being indigent. And so those documents are there from the time that this case started. But today, she's going through a lot of other personal matters that she's just telling you.
State,
right
do you
now.
want to speak to her taking care of her mother and taking care of her son and all of these other people who are in this household? It's sounding very chaotic to the court, and I don't know how that chaos is going to translate into her being successful in probation.
That's been my life.
I don't have any independent information regarding any of that. Listening to this, and it sounds like, I don't know what to make of it, because it sounds like there's a number of different responsibilities that sound pretty hefty and serious. And then at the same time, there's an argument that she's incapable of doing anything with this case. So It seems like it's hard to believe that both are possible at the same time. So we do have a concern, and we would ask maybe the probation could look into it a little bit more, and make a determination. But I know that the restitution is still due. I can speak to the information that she gave about the case specifically and the facts. We brought in the complainants in this case. We actually had a conference room full of people that worked in the office with her. I feel very confident in the facts of the case and have no reason to believe anything was misrepresented to me. And objectively, we have money under her watch being padded into her payroll and for her putting that into her personal account. And also the wariness that she had to turn in payroll and then go back and adjust it afterwards so that it wouldn't raise flags. So there was definitely some intent behind all of this. There was a higher level of thinking and planning with it. And that is what I do.
All right, so this thing where he's telling me she worked from 3 a.m. till all hours of the night by herself?
We don't have any information of that. That's not what was relayed to me. It sounded like a normal office environment that anybody else would have generally, and that she was responsible for limited responsibilities, which would be common for her position that she had. And there was a room full of people, so I can't speak any further than what I know.
And Your Honor, I did discuss these matters with my client and the pros and cons of going to trial. And we did have extensive conversations about how to proceed. And it was her decision to come in today and take responsibility for this and go on to 4 years deferred adjudication probation.
All right, probation.
Yes, Judge.
I think you've heard everything that's going on up here.
Yes, Judge.
So what does she need? I don't know what we can do for her.
My house is not chaotic, it's calm. It just,
Let's see what they have to say.
Judge, once the, whenever someone's granted probation, we have to go through different assessments just on a supervision level. And I think out of one of the assessments that we are mandated to do, it could give us a little bit more information. To give you clear direction on what else should be done.
Your Honor, it seems to me that
Just 1 second.
We need to do,
I'm sorry.
Just 1 second. Yes, probation.
we need to do the risk assessment
Okay.
for a fact, and that could give us the level in which she should be supervised.
And that was what I was going to be suggesting, Your Honor. I believe that maybe perhaps that would give a better picture to
Oh, just 1 second.
to the court.
Anything else, probation?
I would say that maybe, I know there probably had been some competency issues, or we would ask that we do a mental health evaluation on our part to see if she would fit into that supervision as well.
Mhm. All right, thank you. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution of $7,200 and no contact with Monticello Custom Homes LP. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, a MIC evaluation, field visits 1 time per month until further notice. And see if probation can check on the occupants of the home and determine how many occupants are actually in the home. And then do the risk assessment for supervision. There's to be no employment related to accounting or any type of money changing hands. You're not allowed to be a cashier. You're not allowed to work with money at all. Do you understand?
Can't wait
to
to.
understand.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be proof of employment or SSI. Please put on your listening ears. Listen to what I'm saying. There's to be proof of employment or SSI within 45 days. And again, no employment as a home health care provider with minors or any employment as previously stated relating to accounting, cashier jobs, any job that's related to exchanging monies where she's in a position to handle funds. There's to be 100 hours of community service restitution. If for some reason she's unable to do the community service hours, she'll need to provide letter or proof from a doctor that she can't do any type of community service hours. And there's going to be the theft course. And there's a $2,000 fine, and that will be probated. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Perfect. Is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We can go off the record. In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there are any issues, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though the probation officer is not addressing those issues, you can always come back to court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything else you need?
No, ma'am.
All right. Make sure you give those documentation and sign a release of medical information for probation, okay?
The hearing closes with a dramatic and unforgettable climax, leaving Michelle Davis facing strict and life-altering conditions that will affect her for years to come. Between substantial fines, $7,200 in restitution, and heavy restrictions on her ability to work, especially in roles involving money or caregiving, her future is now tightly monitored, and every decision she makes will be under scrutiny. The case isn't just about the crime, it's a raw and emotional look at the struggles behind it, from her role as a full-time caregiver for a seriously ill mother to the pressures of supporting her son through mental health challenges, all while dealing with personal betrayal and financial instability. The tension in the room is palpable as her emotional pleas collide with the undeniable evidence, creating a gripping story that shows just how quickly life can change in a single moment. Every detail, from the stolen funds deposited into her accounts to her explanation of working under extreme pressure, adds depth and complexity, keeping viewers hooked from start to finish. This isn't just a legal story, it's a human story about hardship, desperation, and the consequences of choices, serving as a stark reminder that even in the hardest circumstances, accountability comes with lasting impact. Don't miss the shocking twists, heartfelt confessions, and intense drama that make this case impossible to forget, leaving viewers reflecting long after the final words are spoken.